Hello my loves, thanks for returning. I hope this video finds you happy and doing well. As you know by the thumbnail, this video is going to be on the new Fenty Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear Foundation. So if you're interested, then just keep watching. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and tell you there'll be timestamps below if you don't want to hear my little blurb on what I have to say about this foundation. Now I am going to say that I have 5 shades to swatch for you all. Alright, so let me just quickly go over the deets about this foundation. As you all know, this is her hydrating foundation. It's got 50 shades. It's supposed to be long wearing and medium coverage, which I really did find that to be the case. And it's supposed to have a natural finish, which I really do feel as though that is the case. I actually have the foundation on right now, but I'm not going to tell you which shade it is. Now it does say that it's supposed to be for normal, dry, and combination skin. And it does have grapeseed oil in it, which I really like when foundations put some type of ingredient in it that in the foundation that's going to help us, you know, over the long run. So I can really appreciate that. And since I elected to get samples, I really can't show you the bottle, but the only reason that I picked up the samples is because, as you all know, the Sephora sale is right around the corner, and you know, I just want to save I want to save some money. I know I can't be the only one that wants to save some money. Plus, I thought it would be kind of fun to let you all determine if I did pick the correct shade out of all of the ones that I swatched. Because for those of you all who saw my Pat McGrath foundation video, that foundation was super dark, and a lot of you all recommended shade 23, and that is a perfect shade. It's beautiful. So I really can't show you how the tube looks. It just has looks like a squeezy tube, but it does have a pump on it. Oh, and I forgot to say that it also has sodium hyaluronic in it, which is a really good ingredient. It's just going to, you know, help keep the skin moisturized and hydrated while you have on the foundation. And it does retail for $35, and you do get 1.08 fluid ounces, which is a little bit more than what you get with other foundations. So let me just say that as far as the swatch shades that I do have 350, 360, 370, 385, and 400 to show you. Now again, when I went in the store, and I don't understand this, like one of the stores was actually being stocked. Okay, and I don't want to say I kind of had to beg them a little bit to give me a sample. I'm not sure what that was about. Then the second store, they were missing shades. So they were missing 380, which I wanted to get for you all to show, and 390. So that is why, you know, I have some shades missing. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention if you're wondering, well, why is she missing some shades in the swatches? So basically one store matched me at 350. Okay, and you all know with the Color IQ, they take that little machine and they put it right here, and like right here. Okay, right here, and right here. Now, what I did differently at the store that matched me at shade 385, I told her to put the little wand at the darkest spot on my face, which would be my chin. So she put it here, here, and here. Okay, and that is the store that where I got shade 385. So I was matched at 2 different shades with the same type of equipment or whatever. It's probably because the wand or little machine that they have was not at the exact same spot on my face. That's probably why they came up with a different color at each store, but I'm not really sure. I really do like this foundation. I think that it is absolutely beautiful. It's comfortable, it's lightweight. I don't feel anything on my skin, and that's with 2 layers. I did need to go ahead and set this foundation because it was just too dewy for me to skip that part, but I think it's beautiful. Please let me know what you think about it down in the comments. Next, I'm going to go into swatching and applying the shade that I think matched the best. So don't forget to tell me down in the comments which shade that you think best matched me. So on to the swatches. All right, so here we go. I have 5 shades that I already told you that I have that I am going to swatch for you. I have 350, 360, 370, and 385, and 400. So I'll just start off with shade 350, and here it is, just so you can kind of see what it looks like before I swatch it. And 350 is that's 350. The next shade that I'm going to swatch is 360, which this is 360. Okay. Wait, Again, 350, 360. All right, and next I have 370, and this is what 370 looks like in the little container. And this is 370. So the next shade that I'm going to swatch is 385, and 385 is what I was matched at one of the other Sephora's, and this is 385. So I'm going to swatch that one right here. That's 385. And I'm sorry, but again, they didn't have 390. So the next shade that they did have was 400. And this is 400. All right. So here's the deal. So I'm going to kind of let these sit and dry down a little bit, and I'm going to be back just in a few minutes after it kind of dries down, so we can see if it's going to oxidize or if the color is going to kind of stay true to what you're seeing now. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so here's what we have here. I feel as though it's dried down pretty good or enough. This one is 350, where my brush is. This one is 360. You can see that's kind of whitish looking a little bit. This one is 370. This one is 385. And this one is 400. So again, the first Sephora matched me at 350. Okay. And the second Sephora matched me at 385, which would be this one. So it's kind of like it's in between these two. This one looks to have a cooler undertone than that one. I think I'm just going to stick with the 385 as opposed to the 350, even though I think it could work. So we're just going to go with that. All right, so I have my favorite brush in the whole wide world, and this is the Sephora Pro 56. You all see it in all of my foundation reviews. And then I have a sponge. This is just a no-name Walgreens sponge, but it does the trick. So I'm going to go in with 385. So as you can see, I'm not sure, or at least I'm not getting full coverage. You can still see my acne scars right here. All right, so now I'm going to use a sponge on this side to see what I get. And it appears to go on easier with the sponge. And I'm actually liking this shade. I'm not sure about you all. All right, so this is what it's looking like with the sponge, and this is what it's looking like with the brush. To me, it seems like I think I'm getting full coverage with or fuller coverage with the side of the sponge. So I am going to go in with a second layer. They really didn't give me that much. So let me just go in with a second layer. I don't normally go in with the second layer, but I know there are some folks out there that want to see how it builds up. So I am going to go ahead and add a second layer on this side. And this is how it is, or it has built up with a brush. Okay, and I have to say that it does feel good. It feels like I have nothing on my skin. Let me go ahead and do the other side, a second layer with the sponge, so you can see what that looks like. All right, so this is it. This is the side with the brush and this is the side with the sponge. Let me know, how do you think they did with this shade match of 385? From what I can see, it looks good. I don't know, it always looks different from when I'm actually filming, looking at you and looking at the camera, as opposed to when I actually get ready to edit. But I know you all will let me know down in the comments. So let me go ahead and finish with my complexion and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back with my complexion done, and let me tell you, this foundation literally feels like I have nothing on. Even with the powder, it feels really good, and I think that it is gorgeous. I mean, this is one of the prettier foundations that I have been reviewing, and I really like it, and I honestly like the shade. I think the shade is right. I mean, I know you all are going to tell me what you think down in the comments, but I mean, just look. I mean, wow, a good match. It feels good. It's got some good ingredients. It's hydrating. It's not going to, you know, for us older women or kind of getting on up there women. By the way, my birthday is September 1st. Just in case you all didn't know, I'm going to be 48. But anyway, yeah, just for women with mature skin and things like that, I think this is a great foundation. Now, I don't think it's full coverage or anything like that. I guess it's buildable. I think it's pretty. That's all I can say. Let me know what you all think down in the comments. Are you going to pick it up during the sale? Are you going to pass? Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until my next video, smooches.